Heyo everybody, Haku here with my live reaction or read through for Omniscient Reader or Omniscient Reader's Viewpoint chapters 280 and 281, and for me, I'm going to be caught up. So we're finally here, we're finally caught up to Omniscient Reader. For you, 282 is almost certainly gonna, that is definitely gonna be out by the time I'm posting this. So next week, like I said, I'll wait until later in the week, wait for 283 to come out, 282 and 283 will be next week, and then I'll be working on Omniscient Reader stuff, and it's not really going to be on a schedule. It'll just come out as it happens. So yeah, I am excited to read. We've kind of finished off what we were doing last time, so we might have an entire chapter where we're in the car with the characters talking and stuff. That's possible. But it seems like we're going to be heading back and then maybe heading into whatever's next. So yeah, I'm excited to continue with the characters we have and to see, older characters returning or what characters are doing, new characters, whatever we get. So either way, I don't think there's more for me to say, so let's go to, let's start reading 280. Starting 280, we see the Skybreaking Sword Masters dojo? I don't know if that's the proper term for it. A week has passed since my visit to the Gourmand Association. Okay, so we just skipped through from last time. And now there are about 4 days left until the Demon King selection. There are still some decent hidden pieces left in the Wuxia world. I need to collect as many as I can. And Hayoung just getting progressively closer. You've been pretty busy since you got back, huh? Snatches the phone away. I haven't really seen you around. Aren't you supposed to be training? I am training. What do you think I've been doing? Oh, right. I heard you placed third in the competition. I didn't expect that from you at all. We see the doggo with Myungo. That face is horrible. That is terrifying. Well, it was a piece of cake, really. Looks like he came by just to brag. So, did you get the prize? It was the demon spirit pellet, right? Let me see it. Why? Come on, you can't consume it anyway as it is, or can't consume it as it is anyway. If you take that as it is, you'll suffer key deviation, which will rupture every meridian in your body and lead to your death. Come to think of it, that jerk did say something like that. Thinking about Junghyuk. This dark-colored pellet is a medicine with a dreadful history. It is said the Blood Demon sect refined the souls of 1,000 masters to create it. With a single pellet, one can open the Ren and Du meridians and gain power beyond the reach of ordinary martial artists. Yet, cursed by the souls within, it corrupts its user, leaving them steeped in demonic ki. But the curse can be avoided by grinding 3 great reversion pellets with the demon spirit pellet, and taking them together. Bah! As Bu shows up. Just adorable in the background. I love the Skybreaking Master. Is that the doggo? I love the doggo so much. Bu. The Dokubi shop opens up. We have the great reversion pellets, 5 remaining. Okay, so somebody's going to be screwed. You need 3 of them. If you take 3, then somebody else is only going to have 2 remaining in the shop. You've spent 600,000 coins. Okay, enough for the 3 they need. You've purchased 3 great reversion pellets. And the shock at dropping that many coins, I'm assuming. Some constellations envy your extravagance. A few constellations are curious about the effects of the Great Reversion Pellet. Some constellations say they'll sponsor 500 coins if you reveal its effects. 500 is nothing after just dropping 600k. 600,000 coins? I heard you made quite a bit of coin, but wow. You're heading off to prepare the the meal for Skybreaking Master, right? Perfect timing. Would you mind grinding these up for me? Are they going to use the demon pill to buff the dog? What are these? Some sort of elixir. Don't let your curiosity get the better of you. If you take it recklessly, you'll be cursed by the Demon King. And then he starts pounding and grinding them up. Alright. And then they're eaten by Doggo. I don't really feel anything. Give it until tomorrow. Okay. So the reversion pellets were crushed. But was the demon pellet actually crushed with them there? It didn't look like he put 4 in there. He just hands him the 3. And it seems like... Okay. So the bowl is something different, I'm guessing then. And he was just saying, hey, grind those up while you're preparing stuff. So I'm assuming Skybreaking Master's eating something different. I thought they were like saying they were giving it to Skybreaking Master. But instead, they were just, while you're at it, make this for Hayoung. I don't really feel anything. Give it until tomorrow. It needs time to work through your body. Hey, Dokja. Did the Gourmand Association give you this card? You got to keep the car. The tier X, or is it tier, and then like buy, Pharaoh Genie? Or is it the tier X Pharaoh Genie? Or is it the tier 10 Pharaoh Genie? I cannot tell. I'm assuming tier X Pharaoh Genie. Because, if it was supposed to be Roman numeral, you'd think there'd be the bars at the top or bottom. Or it could, like I said, just be a collab between the Tier Corporation and the Pharaoh Genie Corporation. What do you take the Gourmand Association for? A charity? I leased it myself. You did? How much was it? I think it was about 50,000 coins a month. 50,000? Just how many coins did you win? Well, around 4.8 million. 4.8 million? Okay, a large scene break? Hey, are you planning to get more incarnations? Why do you ask? Do you want to be my incarnation? Not at all, I was just curious. Besides, I already have a constellation in mind. Yeah, which one? I have no intentions of taking him as my incarnation, but things could get complicated if he ends up choosing the wrong one as his supporting constellation. And then the smug grin. The Demon King of Salvation. I love the energy of the panel going from the top with the expression and the like soft bright light to down with Dokja's hidden, but you can still kind of see the sort of expression he's got going. Huh? What? I'm going to be his incarnation, no matter what. Did he say he'd take you? Have you even tried reaching out? No, not yet. Oh, wait, don't tell me you still don't know his modifier. I don't, do you? He's the Demon King of Salvation. Okay, just spilling the beans, then, Myungo. And we get our title splash, A New Story Part 5. And then Hayoung's dreams being shattered. For the next 2 days, Hayoung avoided me. You've broken a maiden's heart, Dokja. And then just going crazy with the training. Junghyuk. He was always too busy being lazy. Now he's suddenly into training. Did he really not know I'm the Demon King of Salvation? But he was sharp as a tack in the original story. So, you like spying on others, huh? Guess you really are a constellation. Hey, Skybreaking Sword, speak to me with respect or I'll smack your butt. Yes, ma'am. Have you been to Tartarus yet? Not yet, but I've managed to arrange a meeting with the Queen of the Underworld, thanks to you. I'm glad to hear that. Would you mind if I asked you something? I really hope we get more from her as a character. She's so interesting and so cool, but I feel like we just haven't gotten much yet. She smiled. Go ahead. Then again, I say we haven't gotten much yet, but the stuff with Junghyuk was really good. Why did you teach Hayoung the Skybreaker? He has potential. If he polishes his skills well, he may achieve a new kind of transcendence. But you do know he's a man, don't you? The Skybreaker is a martial art that was traditionally passed down only to women. So, if Hayoung is currently in like a male incarnation, but was originally female, then does it not matter the current body when it comes to... I mean, they're saying it was traditionally passed down to women, so maybe it's not that only women can do it, but it seemed like they were saying only women could do it. And Jungkook's kind of proving me wrong already. I was going to say, can you do it if you were originally a woman, even if you're currently in a man's body, which is Hayoung's situation. But with Jungkook, like, Jungkook immediately proves that wrong already because Jungkook could use it because Jungkook's transforming into a woman's body. Or maybe it's just a traditional thing, not a, you know, you're forced to do it this way thing. And Dokja just thought maybe he had to do it, or needed a woman's body to do it, which explains the Iris stuff. But really, a guy could potentially learn it? Jungkook may have been an exception, but never in its history had the secret been taught to so many disciples, secret art. You still have much to learn. Again, Dokja just being very, not picking up on things. There's always more than one way to look at a story. Maybe Skybreaking Swordmaster figured out Hayoung was a woman in his past life. He reminded me of someone I knew a long time ago. Hold on a second. So, this black box. So Dokja has to know then, right? Wouldn't this be Dokja thinking? Because if it's not Dokja thinking, then you would think it's the fourth wall editorializing, which looks different, but also Dokja would be able to tell that was going on. Or is it just for us as an audience? Which is something that, has ORV like basically ever done that? Just giving info that's just for us, but not for Dokja? There's always more than one way to look at a story. Then maybe Skybreaking Swordmaster figured out Hayoung was a woman in his past life. Is that something that Dokja's thinking? Because if so, that doesn't really make a lot of sense compared to Dokja being confused in the past. But maybe Dokja just knows now? Or maybe Dokja's just assuming that was something that Skybreaking Swordmaster figured out? He reminded me of someone I knew a long time ago. He was very handsome, but there wasn't much else to him. You're not saying you decided to teach Hayoung because he looked like that guy or something, are you? Well, he does look just as handsome. He might have been good looking, but he was so small it was kind of pitiful. Small? What's small? Where exactly? Is she secretly dissing her ex or something? Oh, hold on. The character's tied to the Skybreaking Swordmaster in TWSA, and out of all of them, the one who fits the word small the best is... No way. Could that be why the two of them aren't on good terms? And we have a huge crack. They react. We see everybody else reacting too. Jungkook runs over. Dokja. It's the Great Hole. Okay? Not a great name, the Great Hole. Like, I don't know. Not a wonderful name. The great disaster scenario has begun. You need to run. In the first Wuxia world. Okay then. And again with this, we're using the same black boxes here. Is this Dokja, or is this just for us as an audience? Which is something that I just don't remember us really getting from ORV. Okay, well, chapter is done, but I get to think about another one. I get to read more. This was a good chapter and all. I enjoyed it. I kind of, wish we would have seen some goodbyes. I wish we had seen some more of the characters that he was in the car with last time, but it's fine. It's good. Really good chapter and everything. I love seeing these characters again because I really, really, really like these characters. So, yeah, with that aside, let's go read 281. 281 actually starts with the title splash. Demon King Selection Part 1. Okay, so we're getting to the Demon King Selection. In Starstream, disasters fall into two categories. The first are great disaster scenarios made famous by the nebulae and elevated to the level of myth, such as Ragnarok and Gigantomachia. The second are the disaster scenarios that occur irregularly. The great hole that has just opened up before our eyes belongs to this latter kind. They aren't constellations, are they? No, they're the other world gods. In the original story, the first Wuxia world also met its end at the hand of the other world gods. But this is far too soon. Why has the disaster scenario begun now of all times? Even at the earliest, it should have still been years away. Something has pushed the timeline forward. What could it be? What could possibly have gone wrong? Wait, could it be? Disaster scenarios are meant to test the potential of incarnations. It cannot begin unless the required plausibility has been fully accumulated. Is it because of the martial arts competition? The plausibility granted by several constellations, including Impetuous Swamp Predator, ultimately became the spark that triggered the catastrophe. Those damn bastards. A few constellations who dislike you find this entertaining. I hate the silly, goofy censorship. Dokja, what on earth did you do back there? The disaster scenario will begin shortly. The Otherworld God is preparing to invade. Non-participants must evacuate the scenario immediately. What the hell is that? Hurry, run. What's happening? Bark, bark. We have to get out of here. Get ready now. I will covet. And it's affecting the three in the back. More so than the three in the front. The stories of the living. Then everyone is freaking out and being affected just from the weight of its... the plausibility? the weight of its, strength? I don't know if there's a word for it here. If it is just plausibility. 30 minutes remain until the disaster scenario begins. Skybreaking Sword Master. Then, Master. He flinches as people start entering. Are these old masters or something? Long time no see, Skybreaking Sword Master. There, the clan heads from the Blue Dragon Castle. Okay, did we hear Blue Dragon before? Is that what we heard when we first entered? Because I remember when we first entered, I was like, oh, they're probably going for like the 4 great beasts or whatever. So I don't know if Blue Dragon's what we heard before, or if it was White Tiger, or Black Tortoise, or Vermilion Bird. Skybreaking Swordmaster, we need your help. Please, lend us your power for the sake of the Wuxia worlds. You need my power, huh? Please, I beg of you, we truly need your help. Great Master, I humbly ask you to look after your descendants. What a joke. Okay, so descendants. You were the ones who abandoned her first. And it's Dokja speaking up. Have you forgotten the deeds you committed? When the constellations and Dokubis first set foot in the Wuxia worlds. Who are you? You're no different. Head of the Namgung clan. Great Master, huh? You've never once called her that until now. Well, if you had even a shred of sense, you would have never come here. I don't know whether to call you brave or just plain foolish for this. Do you really not know why she severed ties with the Namgung clan? How could a mere girl? She inherited the cursed blood of the Titans. Is it because of this that she only passed her power down to, women? How dare you speak as if you know anything about us? Shut your mouth. Skybreaking Swordmaster, just who is that man? Skybreaking Swordmaster, I regret our past mistakes, and I understand well that what's done cannot be undone. I know it's shameless of me to ask, but please, without your help, the first Wuxia world will be destroyed. Damn it. There are always clever jerks like him in every world. It'd be easier if he just tried to pick a fight. Your actions have greatly influenced the course of the... and it's censored from him. What? Second edit will be updated now. The fact that another edit's being created means that my actions continue to alter the future. In other words, every story I've accumulated after I received the first edit has contributed to shaping a new future. And it's crazy because it feels like it has not been that long since the first edit. I wonder if I managed to succeed in the third round. Skybreaking Swordmaster? Are you running away? Are you really going to forsake the very world you've lived in just to save yourself? Running away. Me? How amusing, children. And it seems maybe she can just grow larger to Titan size. And just from, again, the strength of plausibility or whatever alone, they're being hurt. Skybreaking Swordmaster. We see. Please, don't abandon us. Please. Once, smaller trees gathered to form a forest in this world. But they've all been uprooted, and now the sky is covered by the branches stretched by a small number of great trees that have taken over the land. The leaves and branches are lush, but in the end it's only a few trees that stand. That cannot possibly be called a forest. Let's go. Then she leaves. And we have another portal opening? Character Jung Hyung activates 100-mile eyes. Looks like the portal opened over there. Don't tell me we have to run all the way to the square. BU, is there any way you can move the portal to this side? Bah, half shaking. Skybreaking Swordmaster. We have stones starting to fall from the sky. And then the car. Get in now. Myung-go shows up. And we end there. Okay, very much, I like the speech from Skybreaking Swordmaster. I guess what to take of it was, you know, there was a forest, but in the end, all the, power, so to speak, went to a few great trees, which led all the smaller ones to die out. And having a few great trees here and there, you can't really call a forest. Which, to me, it's like, am I supposed to gather that for her it's a bad thing for there just to be power amassed in the hands of, a small few here and there rather than spread out more evenly with everybody? But either way, it was a very big setup chapter. Very much a setup chapter this time. It was good though. I really like these characters. Said Skybreaking Swordmaster a lot. But I really hope we get to continue to see more because I really like this group here a lot. So either way, that's it. And yeah, you can see down here, I'm caught up. No more for me now. So I will wait. And like I said, by the time I get this up, 282 is probably going to be out. And I'll wait until after 283, do the next 2 chapters, and then videos will be when videos are. So thank you so much for everyone who's been here. Thank you for being here for this video. Thank you for everything, just in general. I guess I don't have much more to say for these 2 chapters though, so like if you did like the video, comment down there to tell me what you thought of these chapters, my thoughts and reaction. Subscribe for more Omniscient Reader, much more on the channel. Follow on Twitter if you want. If you want a link to the Discord server, it's free and open for anyone. If you'd like to help support the channel by dropping a super thanks or sharing around, it's really appreciated. And if you'd like to help support the channel by becoming a patron or member, you get your name at the end of videos and get One Piece Bingo a bit early. But also, the main thing is those are just extra things that I could think of to say thank you, but in general, you just help me to continue to make videos. So thank you so much to people who are already members and patrons. All you have to do is hit join down below to become a member, or go to patreon.com/Haku of the Tubes, or a link will be in the description to become a patron. Thank you to chosen regulars Evan, Holly, and Bertie Wooster, Magical Girls, DD Ben, and Maru, Cheriton Student, David Langstaff, Slayer Candidates, SGN, Stan Cedar, and Pure Elements, Pater Ariel, and Elsa the Storyteller. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all next time.